You feeling it? You feeling it? I'm feeling it. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk. We're talking superheroes, movies, TV, video games, anime, action figures, comic books, and more. I'm Lawrence St. Victor. We got Jack Walker Pearson, the Dark Milk himself. Richard Wilson.
Dark milk.
And,
Okay.
and Christopher St. Victor. Gentlemen, how are you? If you guys don't know, yesterday was Batman Day, and we're gonna kind of celebrate Batman Day today. That's why Chris and Jack are in costume.
Is that why?
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. How was your weeks, guys? What are you watching? What are you reading? What are you playing? What's going on?
What's going on?
I went to Retro Expo in Allen, Texas, which is like a mini Comic-Con yesterday.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, I got to meet Steve Gutenberg, who was lovely. Lovely.
Mahoney.
Yes, who was awesome and was just super cool and super gracious and sent us panel and he took whatever questions people wanted. So think of Comic-Con, but on a super, super, super like 10th of a scale.
Like for real fans, like
not There's a little bit of cosplay. Eric Estrada was there. Some Power Ranger, I don't remember. Some Yellow Ranger was there from one of the seasons that I never watched, and all the Ninja Turtles were there. It was a big Ninja Turtle thing. So Ernie Reyes Jr. was there. The guy who played the original Shredder, the guy who played Michelangelo, and a couple of the other original actors from the movie. April O'Neil was there.
They get Corey Feldman.
Nah, no Corey Feldman.
Because he was Donatello, or he voiced Donatello. Actually.
Yeah. So and then that was it. It was a good time.
That's what's up, dude. That's what's up. Jack, how was your week?
Man, I watched a lot of content this week. I rewatched Batman Begins, which it's a really good movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good film. I watched this Amazon series called Outer Range with Josh Brolin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's been out for a while, and I committed to all 8 episodes. And on the second episode, at the end of the first episode, you're introduced to a character. By the second episode, I had made my prediction of what I thought was going to happen. And by the 8th episode, like, it was so lame, man. It was such a lame thing. I will not be tuning back into season 2. But the acting was phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. The acting was great. And the premise of the story was entertaining, but it was almost like the OC, where you sat through the entire series and you're sitting there going, yeah, but tell me something I didn't know since episode 2. Like, the whole cliffhanger of the season was, I'm not even going to say it. It's just so lame. And you call it in episode 2. If you haven't picked it up by episode 4, what's wrong with you? But by the time you get to episode 8, it's like so obvious. You're just begging that this series tells you what you already know, but then does something cool, and it's just kind of done. Anyways, I'm watching Ahsoka, which is great. Finished the Adventures of Superman, which is great.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Rich, Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War. Oh my God! What are you doing with your life if you haven't checked that out?
I feel like I'm talking to myself, but okay.
I mean,
but do I have to watch the other? I have to watch the other
nah,
Bleach.
Dude, it's just so good. It's just so good. Know the characters and not know the characters is just so good. And power sets in this thing are insane.
Yeah.
Like, do I have to catch up? Do I have to watch the other Bleach stuff to watch that?
I mean, I haven't watched all the Bleach, and I was just enjoying the hell out of it.
Yeah,
like the firepower set off that one guy. My God, wow! I mean, okay. Watch Dungeons and Dragons, the live action movie, Honor Among Thieves.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. It was better than I thought it was going to be.
It's exactly what you think it's going to be. It was my take on it. I played The Crew, which is PS5, the racing game.
Nice.
Graphics on the PS5 are just so nasty these days. It's incredible. And I've been playing this game called Survivor ISO. It's on my iPhone, and I'm spending probably way too much time on that. but it's like single serving little 10-minute games, so it's pretty easy to jump in and jump out. That's my week.
Nice week. Nice.
You got
All
a
right.
ghost over there, Lawrence? What's going on?
Man, I guess I've been trying to get this office together, and toys
Nah, dude,
are
he
just
keeps
falling.
using tape. He keeps using tape to hang his stuff.
I do use tape because I can't put a nail through these walls because they're,
because you're in your study. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm in my study.
You might uncover a body back there.
Hey, don't ask questions. Rich, how was your week?
My week's all right. Didn't do much, or no, I mean, I just worked. What did I watch? I watched Daryl. The Walking Dead Daryl. It was
and
it's all right. I mean, it's Daryl. It's Daryl Dixon in France fighting zombies, but these zombies seems to have like a new power set.
Wait, hold on.
What's
fighting with crossbows the whole time?
Can we go back 1 second?
Yeah.
So it took them like 8 seasons to get from like Atlanta to Virginia. How does he get to France?
That's what I want to know. I'm sticking around just to find out how he traversed the whole ocean when it took them years just to get a couple of states. Like, I don't know, bro. But I'm watching that. I'm looking at some of the preview, and it looks like the zombies are going to start running. Like, if I'm not mistaken, from the last episode, he's like heading over to like a CDC that before it went dark, and they have a cure, or they're making advances within the zombie outbreak. So I think that's what he's going to do. But yeah, looking at the previews, like, some of these zombies out here running, like,
I don't know. I don't like that. I felt like if they were going to run, they would have ran.
Yeah, I feel like if you're doing running zombies, not unless they're going to like introduce like mutations and whatnot.
But we had 10 seasons of The Walking Dead. Something would have happened.
To
suggest they can evolve.
But the first episode, the zombies, they had something going on with their skin. They were like pulsating, and then when they touched Daryl, one of them grabbed them by the arm, skin to skin, and they started burning him. So I guess they got something happening with them. I don't know.
Oh, do you think they might be doing experiments on some of the zombies?
Maybe. I got to go back and watch that episode. But there might have been something I missed because they were in like a greenhouse, I guess you can call it, like a nursery, a plant nursery. So maybe they were like dying, or like decomposing, and like a certain plant was like growing into them. I don't know, but so far those are the only ones that I saw like that.
That's crazy.
It's I mean, again, it's Daryl. It's Daryl in The Walking Dead. It doesn't make sense that the man is in France, but he can't speak a lick of French. But he's sitting there trying to make his way through this thing. I'm like, all right, bro. But they introduced a couple new characters. There was a nun. After that episode, I'm on episode 2, and they kind of introduced how she became a nun. She wasn't a nun this whole time. They were in a convent. So he ends up in a convent, and you see a bunch of nuns walking around. You saw that she wasn't a nun this whole time. Well, actually, no, she's been a nun for quite some time now, because the outbreak has been happening for a while now, for years, generations now. But they kind of like did a flashback of like the beginnings of her life before the outbreak, and like as the outbreak happened. Daryl. What else was I watching? I was watching the 1,000-Year Blood War. Again, Jack, y'all don't want to listen to me when I tell you.
I always listen to you.
But I'm keeping up with that. And I think that's really it. Well, playing a lot of Starfield, having mixed feelings, wanting to love this game, but at the same time, Bethesda's making it hard for me. But I'm trying to look at the positive.
I have questions. Chris, you started it.
Yeah,
I started it. I'm not fully immersed yet. I probably have like 2 hours in. I've went on my first mission. The navigation's a little wonky for me.
Yeah,
it's a little bit weird. I fought some pirates, and all of a sudden I became best friends with the pirates. Spoiler alert. And then like you use your persuasion. I persuaded them, like they're trying to kill me. I'm like, hey, don't kill me. They're like, okay. I'm like, all right.
All right.
Okay.
Is it? I'm never going to play this because I'm sticking with the PS5. But why are they putting it out so buggy? It's like, would they stand to lose money if they didn't just wait? Like, why? Well, does it have competition? Like, what's?
This is the question that we've been asking all of these like AAA title companies for a long time. It's like what they do now. It's like the new thing. They put a game out. It doesn't matter how many years they've been building this thing. They put a game out full of bugs, and then they start dropping freaking patches all over the place, and then hopefully it'll fix it, and then they move on from there. The best thing I like about this right now, yeah, the prices. I mean, if you're on Xbox, then it's free $99. I mean, you got Game Pass. It's free for you, so you don't have to pay nothing.
Really?
But technically, you're paying something because you're paying for Game Pass. But they work a deal out with Microsoft.
It's their high end game, right? This is their game that
it's supposed to be. They've been hyping it up for a minute. Wow. But I'm really getting into, and I've been stacking all my skills and putting into it is the shipbuilding, piloting, and all that, because I'm really into the shipbuilding. I want to build my own ships.
Ship too, right? You can buy your own ship
you can buy the ships, and then because the only thing I didn't like about it is the fact you can't just like go in and just start making a new ship. So you have to go in, have a ship already, and then just break that down. Pretty much just sell everything on it, and then start from there. But the key thing is with some of these ships, if your levels aren't high enough in certain aspects, you may get a ship that has like an engine, a reactor that has a higher level than you can actually use. So you're probably better off keeping that reactor. So you pretty much dissect the ship, take it apart, keep what you want, and just add on what keep what you want, add on, get rid of the rest, which actually credits to the building the next ship. And then, you start building that brand new ship. And there's a lot of people that are building some banger ships.
I love that. That building ships, creating characters, open world, like this is my game.
Somebody made the head of Bebop. And it looks like Bebop. I mean, to a degree, it looks like a Bebop's head just flying around, destroying ships. Looks pretty dope.
That's dope. I'm jealous. I'm not gonna get an Xbox, but I am jealous. My week, Ahsoka, episode 5.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Ahsoka. Yeah. Go for
Fire.
it. Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
No spoilers for those who haven't seen it, but now spoilers. Fire. And Rich, you put in a text that it didn't redeem the rest of the season. It redeemed the rest of the season and the prequels for me.
I was going to say it almost redeemed the other series.
It redeemed several series.
Not for me. You got to follow up stronger now.
Well, now they do. They have to. But finally, the show became about Ahsoka. It became about her, finally, not other characters. And like Chris, you said this about One Piece, where you wish you watched the anime. So like watching the series, you would get hit with that nostalgia. I felt this way about Clone Wars. Like I wish I watched Clone Wars because I know those who love Clone Wars watching that episode. Yeah. I mean, it's Christmas for them. I thought it was dope. I thought seeing young Ahsoka, like that's the actual character from the cartoon.
Yeah,
it's just brilliant. And I'll say this about Star Wars. What's crazy about Star Wars is if you watch that joint in chronological order as it pertains to the way the story is, you will be so pissed off. Can you imagine watching all the prequels, then before the last movie, the prequel, you see the Clone Wars series, you see all this stuff, you see Anakin as a hero going to the dark side. By the time you get to New Hope, that Obi-Wan Vader fight would be so anticlimactic. You'd be like, they don't even know. It's like they don't even know each other. You would have that Obi-Wan series before.
Do you remember our friend in college watched Star Wars for the first time when she was in college?
Yeah.
And she watched it in order, not how they came out, but in order of the story. And she was confused, pissed, and felt betrayed by the time she got to the original series because she was like, it was all backstory for Vader, and then he's kind of like this footnote with no history.
And all that content makes it so Anakin Skywalker is the most interesting person in the whole Star Wars universe. Yeah. This warrior Jedi with the Force was so strong, turned to the dark side and became an evil dictator. And you get to watch it step by step. Dude, yeah. Ahsoka was great. What else did I do? Finished my Mr. Superman. Amazing. Rich, you're a hater. Watching that Harley Quinn, which is just chef's kiss. Yeah. It's just great content. There's a docuseries on Netflix called Wrestlers that I'm watching. It's really good. pretty much about.
Good? I saw the preview for it. I was gonna watch it.
Yeah, it's just like you get to see these indie wrestlers and how they're scrappy and making little money, but love their passion and are all hoping to like get to the WWE or whatever. But like, it's pretty dope, man. It's pretty dope. I love wrestling. I like to see the indie people go for it, and they're getting some shine. But that's that. But yo, Chris,
What up, Lawrence?
I got a question for you, man.
Go ahead.
I got to put on the ha sign. So we won't know it's a joke unless we put the ha. Okay.
Hopefully the joke's as funny as the sign.
Well, since it's Batman Day, what do Batman and Will Smith have in common?
What do Batman and Will Smith have in common?
They both slapped a comedian.
That they did.
Rich, if you have to think about it, it's a win.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll give it the Cartman laugh.
Oh, I think that's the first.
Wow.
I could cry right now. This is like the first time Rich gave me some love. We've been doing this show for 2 years. I'm like 200 jokes in. It's the first time. I can cry right now. Man, no need to redeem that segment, but we are going to go down the street, make a left at the stop sign or right at the light, and that'll bring us to the Collector's Corner.
It's show and tell time.
Here at the Collector's Corner, we take something out of our toy chest, something out of our video game case, something of our comic book shelf, and we showcase it to the world. It could be worth millions of dollars, or in Chris's case,
just sentimental.
Just sentimental.
Showing off his mask.
Oh, guys, what do you got? What do you got? Rich, you grabbed something already.
I'm not sure if I showed this guy yet.
Hold on.
I haven't opened
front
him.
and center.
All right. Well, I might have showed him, but we'll see. I got Hawks. I got McFarlane Gold Label Hawks from My Hero Academia.
Nice.
I might have shown this one.
Wait, I thought you were doing. You are doing the 7-inch figures. Are you doing the 7-inch figure? Okay.
I got the 7-inch figure.
They have two scales.
You have the million guy,
right?
Yeah. So got him. As you can see, he doesn't have the full wings because they are being used. For those who don't know the Hawks character, he has wings, but he can use the individual feathers to create a blade, which you have right there. He has his blade, feather blade, and they can also go off and fly individually on their own to do whatever he wants. So, like, say he needs to save someone, he can take like 10 pieces of 10 feathers and go pin that person and help them fly. So it's a very interesting take on a winged character, which he's pretty dope, and he's also a cool dude. Like he's into espionage and whatnot. He infiltrates the villains' layers, and
he was like a double agent.
Yeah, he's a double agent. Yeah, he's a double O.
Yeah.
But Hawks is a dope character. Got him. One day I will do an unboxing when I have time and I get to clean all of this crap off.
Oh my God, Rich.
It's just it's a problem. It's a problem.
I'm curious as to whether or not that character is compatible with the DC multiverse stuff.
They said scale wise, yeah, but it's stylized.
Yeah, stylized is different. It's way
stylized.
Different.
But it's all just about how the stuff plugs and chugs.
It's probably.
Oh, you mean how like using the accessories and whatnot?
Yeah, like taking an arm off. Like I did a test with the Witcher series, and
you're butchering stuff over there.
About 60-70% of the Witcher toys are pretty compatible with the DC toys.
See, Jack is what I did when I was a kid. That's what he's doing now, just taking things off and putting the other stuff. Yeah, you're just mad scientist over there.
Yeah, it took 20 years to wrap back around to what I was doing as a kid.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna get me My Hero and see if that's actually compatible.
Well, I mean, it's 22 parts of. I think it is. Well,
don't break your toys.
But even within the DC universe, not all the pegs match.
Right.
So some are even different within the same DC realms.
Well, the thing that gets funny with it is when you try to utilize more than just a whole arm and like you want to break them at the elbow instead, because all the elbow joints are a little specific. That can be fun to get them to work together.
Yeah. What anime McFarlane figures are you trying to grab?
Well, I don't know. I would try the My Hero and see if they work. Like I just said, I tried a test with the Witcher series, and they were about 65% compatible with most of the parts. They got a little funny around the midsection.
All right.
Anyways, this week I'm showing off my Hot Wheels Batmobile series.
Oh, dope.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah.
these are $1 at my local grocery store. So every now and again, I just
Pick them up.
I am missing that gray one you have right there. Not that one.
This one.
Yeah, I'm missing that one.
Yeah, which
Is that that's Batman Forever.
Yeah. I have the big one, but I do not have that in the mini size.
And which movie is this one from?
No, but I have that in my wall
or something.
Yeah, I think it's an animated one.
That's from the Batman cartoon.
The Batman?
No, it's not the Batman the animated series.
No, it's the ones after it.
Bring it down, Jack. It has a logo on there. Down. Keep going. Oh, yours doesn't have it. Mine has a logo on it.
Oh no, that's Batman Brave and the Bold.
Yeah,
up there.
Yeah, right up top.
Oh, you're right. It says it. How about that? Oh, look, they all say it. Batman Forever, Brave and the Bold. There's your classic Adam West mobile.
Baby.
This one is also Adam West mobile, but a whole lot cuter.
Yeah.
And this one obviously is from the movie.
Yeah.
And the other things I was going to show you guys was, and you've seen these a few times, but here's a Robin's first appearance into the comic book world.
Yo.
Right? That's a reprint, obviously.
Still sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
Nice.
Had you not seen this one, Lawrence?
Not in your hands, but like in general, but not
yeah.
Not...
Yeah, man. They're doing all these great like reprints at the comic book stores lately, so it's fun. I like it that it actually doesn't have anything other than the barcode that distinguishes it as anything other than the original.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have like the new DC logo on it or nothing.
Exactly right. It's very, very classic. And then obviously, anyone who collects Batman stuff should have their copy of his first appearance, Detective Comics, number 27.
Man, when he was killing fools.
Yeah, and using guns and stuff.
Yeah. Purple gloves.
Yo, he broke his neck in flight.
Hey, man.
That's how they learn, Jack.
Right, in flight.
Before you go, Jack, you showed all those Batmobiles. I want to know, what's your favorite Batmobile? While you're here, while we have you.
Out of this lot?
No, just out of the cinematic equation.
Oh, well, mine's from the animated series. That thing is...
Really?
It's either that or it's Keaton's, But the Batman, the animated series Batmobile is just...
That's dope.
It's sleek.
Cool. Chris, why you say really like that?
It's very sleek and sophisticated. Like, look at that thing.
But that's not taking no corners. Dude.
I was going to say, you never really...
You don't need to take corners. Like, you need to just shoot out a grappling hook from the side, and that's how he takes his corners.
Rich, you're bigger. I know you're a Batman fan. You know a little something.
He had to put that grappling hook there because he tried to corner a few times and it didn't work out for him. He's like,
yeah, Batman's all about trial and error and preparation time, which means he hit a few people. Yeah, Black Batman.
Yo, you got some high cheekbones on that cow.
So, Edward, I was at the...
Why is your mask got so much Botox?
I can't move my face. So they had an artist from The Last Ronin, Edward Kratz II. And he was there signing stuff, and he signed a hologram, like a print for me right here. Sick. And then I also have The Last Ronin. There's two series coming out for The Last Ronin: The Lost Years and The Last Ronin Re-Evolution. So it's like a sequel series. So here's number 1 of The Lost Years by IDW, and it's signed by him also.
That's
Okay.
sick.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I just ordered my hard plastic case for this one, so I can put it on the wall with the rest of my signed posters. And whenever I go to Comic Cons or like these things, this is the thing I like getting. I like meeting the artists, talking to them for like 2 minutes, and having them sign something, and then I put them up. And it's pretty cool. So that's my thing.
I miss going to Comic Cons, man. I miss New York Comic Con.
I might go.
You gonna? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Get comfortable because this is gonna take a while. So, guys, if y'all didn't know, McFarlane released a Batman figure movie set pack.
Oh my goodness!
It came in this gorgeous, huge box, and in this pack,
That's what she said.
Hey,
look at the package.
There's nothing in there, but it's actually a beautiful display piece.
That's dope.
If you don't even want to take them out, and he gave us every movie freaking figure and a bat signal to go with it. So first up, we're gonna go with the figures I already have because I have doubles now. First up, we have the Robert Pattinson figure, which actually is way better than the one that came out originally. The paint is better. See more details.
The contrast, nice.
And they gave him a nice cloth cape, so he too can go in the Batmobile if I wanted him to. Next up, we got Batfleck. Gave him a cloth cape, so he can go in the Batmobile too if I want him to. And they gave him his mask because the other figure, you either have goggles up or goggles down. But here they gave us no goggles and an updated paint job. I actually think the other figure, I
could have done without the silver. Just give me the black.
Well, what's interesting, Chris, is the original figure isn't as shiny. So the silver is a little bit more muted, but I wish they gave us the Batman v Superman suit. That suit.
The original one looks thicker too.
Yeah, I think they made his legs longer to stand with the other ones, so he's like more stretched out. Not sure. And then of course, Rich's favorite Batman, Bale.
Yeah.
Which they made the gray more gray and the black more black. The original figure is a little bit more. All the colors come together a little bit more, and of course, cloth cape. But now, time to get to the reason why we're here.
Give it up.
First up, oh man, he's by his Batmobile. Hold on 1 second.
Let's talk about ourselves.
There we go. First up, in order of excellence, Michael Keaton. This figure is pretty sick. They could have gave us a thicker neck to make it look like it's one piece. Rich, shut up. If you see on the Flash figure, they gave him a thicker neck piece, so it looks like it's one.
The whole sculpt is different, though.
Oh yeah,
That looks the Flash one looks more like Batman Returns, and the first one looks like.
But you see how what they did with his collar here? They made it thicker, so it looks like it's one piece.
Yeah.
Although you can get head articulation. It should do the same thing here. It would have gave it more of the 89 feel, but dope figure. Jordans on the feet. I mean, it's pretty dope.
I mean, if they paid attention to details like that, then they should have kept that neck thick. Should have kept that neck thick.
Yeah, they should have.
And we're done.
Hey.
And we're done.
Next up in excellence, I got a George Clooney McFarlane Batman figure, and this figure looks.
This midsection looks funny.
Well, he's just.
He got the bat nipples.
The difference, I mean.
Wait, does he? He sure
does.
does.
Yeah, he does.
Have the bat nipples.
And Schumacher went Keaton.
And look at the cod piece. Look at the difference in the cod piece.
I know.
Yeah, you would look at his junk, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Chris.
I mean, it's a Schumacher hallmark.
But this is a sick figure, and it looks like Clooney. They nailed this out the park, man.
Yeah.
But the best figure
all chin.
The best figure out of the whole freaking bunch, guys, hands down, is that Val Kilmer sonar suit. This looks like a statue. And they got that metallic kind of blue-black in here. And they got the gold on the belt. Kind of looks like Val Kilmer, too.
Zoom into that cod piece for Chris.
Yeah.
Chris,
and then, they showed the bat button, too.
Okay.
Dude. And then it came with bat signal. So it comes with a bat signal. right
Does it
here.
light up?
Nice.
It does light up. It's not as strong as the ones we got. It's not as strong as this one, Chris.
Okay.
It's not as strong as that one, but it does light up. But what's really special about it is it comes with different signals for different Batman.
Oh, snap. All right.
So you get the Pattinson, you get the Affleck,
Nice.
and you get the Bale. And Clooney, Kilmer, and Keaton kind of had the same bat signal. So, yo, this set is freaking sick. I know they're going to come out with single releases, so you have a chance to get some of these figures. If you didn't get a chance, you don't got to buy a whole set for them. But, yo, these joints is dope. They're in the display. Jack, that big bat symbol thing you got for me, they stand in front of that thing. The display is coming together. Very happy. And he's standing next to the Batmobile. He's standing next to that thing right there.
Dope.
I'm living my best life with these
You are.
toys. My wife is like, thank you, sir. Thank you. Guys, let's get back I think it's time for some news.
It's time for the news.
Okay. No, wait, Chris. The
No,
lack of commitment from the
I am
biggest
not-
Batman fan here.
Well, you know what? I'm sweating.
It's hot.
And I'm
It
not
is.
breaking out.
It is hot.
For a podcast. So
All right.
Put
I
some
guess
baby
Jack
powder on
needs
or something.
Some big
shit. Something.
Yo, Bruce Wayne Alfred probably douses his whole body in baby powder before he slides into that suit.
Slathers him in baby powder.
Look like milk coming out of his.
So One Piece is getting a season 2. I don't know if you covered that last week, Chris, but One Piece is getting a season 2. It's official, and Netflix, the creators, says they're hoping for 12 seasons.
Yeah, you would need 12 seasons to get the whole arc in there.
Yep.
I would hate to burst their bubble, but Netflix doesn't give 5 seasons to things that aren't Orange is the New Black or Stranger Things.
Even Orange is the New Black ain't still going.
The thing about it is, for Netflix, they get all the subscribers up front, and they want to end these shows before the actors get a chance to renew their contracts. Because all these young actors sign a contract, and then by season 4, we're going to re-up. Everyone's going to get asked for more money, as they should. True. And that's usually when Netflix is like, yeah, we're done at season 4. So hopefully this goes the distance. But
that's a shame.
We'll see.
When you're choosing your platform for your content.
Always try to go Disney if you can. Marvel's Werewolf by Night gets a colorized re-release for Halloween. We're going to get to watch that in color. And I
don't know, man. It worked so well in black and white. It kind of went along with the texture,
and it had pops of color.
So I wonder if in color it's going to make it look. It's not going to have the depth.
No,
we're going to know. We might notice the things that we didn't notice in black and white. I'm curious.
How lazy are they getting that we got the Werewolf by Night as a Halloween special last year, and this year, like, you know what? We're just gonna give it to you now in color.
Right. And then the Christmas special is gonna be Guardians in black and white.
What's even lazier about that is, they shot it in color,
of course,
and then took the color away for the edit.
But
so to put the color, it's way harder to add color to a black and white film than it is to take color away from a colored film.
Right. But like when you shoot something, of course you shoot it in color. But if you shoot it for black and white, you're choosing specific textures. Your reds, you might get a brown. You might do certain things because when this translates, you want to translate well.
So then they'd recolor it to make it all look appropriate. Like if they use the Hershey syrup for the blood effect.
They're going to turn that. They're going to spend more money to turn. I don't know. I'm curious. I felt like it's going to lose its charm. We might see some of the zippers and the seams. I feel like we're going to notice.
Right. Is it going to feel appropriately campy, or is it just going to feel like bad acting at that point?
I'm very curious.
Well,
interesting.
I'm not going to know because I'm not going to watch it.
Wow, Chris. Jeez.
Who
hurt you?
I like black and white. Exactly. Did you guys watch Justice is Gray, the Gray Justice League? Damn,
another one bites the dust.
Oh, man, that was my He-Man. I need to figure something out here.
Yeah, it's called not tape.
I didn't use any tape for that. I just stood him up. Anyways, Star Wars Lando, which was being developed as a series, will now be a movie. So we're gonna get a Lando Calrissian movie starring Donald Glover that's in development. And I think it's smart, man. It's like these series are good when it was, the pandemic was going on and people were at home, but it's like these vehicles should be in movie theaters. And
is Lando gonna do any better than Solo?
I hope so.
I think they hope so.
Man.
I think they hope so. And they have more liberties with him. Solo is like you're really kind of stuck to where we know this is going. I mean, they should have went like a teenage Han Solo, so they had more.
No, they did the right story. Though. They did the Kessel Run. That was the story that he told.
Yeah. But it was better. It's better not to see it. It's better to hear that dude talk about this pastime. Like, I don't want to really see it. I want to hear you talk about it because when
it's like the Boba Fett thing.
Yeah, it's like once I see it, it's not going to be as exciting as I imagined it to be.
You guys, I'm tired of this Boba Fett hate. Boba Fett was fire.
In other news, yo, Aquaman 2. Wait, Aquaman 2 dropped the trailer.
It did. They did.
It looks
like
good.
Aquaman 1.
Well, it looks good. He has the
same villain, same heroes, same story.
So there's a rumor that they lost the entire movie. Did you guys hear that?
No.
Like they didn't lose the movie.
They said that they were having problems with the server and they lost the movie.
They shot this thing so many times. I'm sure one version survived.
Right. Like
it looks good to me. I liked Aquaman 1. It was like Guardians of the Galaxy type of like craziness. My only thing is I go back on what I said a while ago. I said a while ago, they should be within DC and Marvel, it should be okay to have a standalone superhero movie. I retract that statement. I think that's reserved for the big two. Well, big three. Batman, Spider-Man, maybe Superman. Those characters.
Maybe Superman.
Superman has been struggling in the movie theaters for
because they got
20
the wrong
years.
People telling the stories.
Right, but even when Batman has a wrong person telling the story, it still make money. Spider-Man, Batman always make money. They don't need to connect them to anything for them to make money. Superman, I'll say too. Everybody else, we're in a connected universe time. And for Aquaman to come out knowing that it doesn't matter because James Gunn already told us that the first movie, Superman Legacy, that's what really starts the universe. I feel like Aquaman 2 is going to fall into Blue Beetle and Shazam 2 territory where it's like no one's going to go see it because it doesn't matter.
It feels like they keep teasing us. You know, we know this universe is over. This universe is dead, right? But then they keep releasing movies.
No, because they hired James Gunn after they shot these movies.
Yeah,
they should have just said, we hired James Gunn and not talk about any of their plans until these movies wrapped up. And then James Gunn, he'll be the bad guy. We'll all think he's the reason why.
He already took that hit, though.
He's already taken the hit. Now we just got movies coming out, it don't matter. And the director says it's not connected to The Flash in any way because he was like, we didn't know which one was going to come out first. That's how much of a mess it was. And
it was supposed to be, right? Did he shoot scenes for The Flash?
The Flash was supposed to come out like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And when they were connected, and they shot, I believe Michael Keaton shot Batman stuff for it, and Ben Affleck shot Batman stuff for it because they didn't know which way it was going to go.
That's crazy.
And now it's going nowhere. But I think Jason Momoa might be a big enough star, and he's well likable that we might go see it, knowing like this iteration might be done.
Well, Aquaman is the highest grossing DC movie, isn't it?
It is, but like that's when we thought there was a universe going on. I wonder, because it's not like we don't know what they're going to do with the universe. We know this universe is over. James Gunn is like, it's done. Superman Legacy is going to the beginning of the new DCU. So it's like, do these movies matter anymore? I don't know, man. I'm going to go see it either way. So Tim Burton talked about The Flash. They asked him about The Flash. And first they talked about how he felt about the Nick Cage Superman movie, how it didn't go. And he's like, it hurts when something you work on for so long, no matter what it is, doesn't go because this is a part of you. And they asked him how he felt about The Flash using his, ideas in a way. And he said, it goes into the whole AI thing. And that's why I'm over with the studio. They can take what you did, Batman or whatever, and culturally misappropriate it or whatever you want to call it. Even though you're a slave of Disney or Warner Brothers, they can do whatever they want.
That's a bold choice of words.
So in my latter years of life, I'm in quiet revolt against all of this. As he makes Wednesday for Netflix. I get it. I get it. But honestly, I will say that has to be kind of tough, right? You see the Batman that you create with the actor you cast and doing stuff in the movie, you're like, this is not any. They took my stuff, they took my theme, they took my guy, but they went left with it. But at the same time, it wasn't yours to begin with. I can, and then I can see it. Kevin Smith felt differently because he wrote the Superman Nick Cage film. He wrote on it. So to see that on screen, he felt like a big relief. Like at least a part of what we worked on is reimagined in some way for the world to see.
Well, he had that feeling when they called it Wild Wild West.
Huh?
Wild Wild West.
Okay. The Will Smith movie?
That's right. Kevin Smith talks about how he had written the Superman movie with a giant robot spider, and then they took elements of his script and they put it in.
And he felt okay.
But he got no money for Wild Wild West. He was like, these damn studio people just took all half the stuff.
He got no money for the Flash either.
Oh, sure.
I mean, and last but not least, Brightburn sequel has been confirmed and is in development.
Hey, how about that?
I'm excited about that.
Kid got to be older by now, though.
Oh man,
let him be.
Let him be. Hey, man, the world, because you can go anywhere.
Yeah,
you could do anything.
You know, maybe he's been out here terrorizing. Maybe he's the boogeyman that everyone's afraid of. Who knows? Who knows what they want to do? Oh,
you can go. I mean, it's a horror. It's a horror film. Let's not forget. You can go anywhere with this.
Yes.
Well, you have to though. You're gonna go. You gotta go.
And by the end of the movie, you know, while the newscasters talking, they start talking about other people popping up that, of course, are mirror kind of bastardized versions of the Justice League. This witch, like Wonder Woman, or this creature in the ocean, Aquaman. So I don't know. This is dope. I'm excited for it. I need some Brightburn in my. You know what? Because real talk, we talk about Homelander and Omni-Man. This kid was killing people for like no real reason. Just angry. Just angry.
He ain't giving me my fruit snacks.
Dead. That last image when his mom tried to kill him because she had to put him down. He flies her all the way up to the atmosphere. Just to drop her. Like he could have laser beamed her eyes. He could have decapitated her real quick. He let her fall. That's a different kind of evil.
Yo, and that is exactly the point I was making last week about the Watchmen content. It's just a different kind of methodicalness, man. It's a different choice.
I heard that, Jack, and for the first time in my entire life, I agree with you about something.
I'll take it. All right. Hey, you guys have a good rest of the show.
I'm just going out in a victory.
Jack, get back here because we're not done yet.
Wait, I got a piece of news.
Oh.
What you got?
For those of you interested, finally, the Final Fantasy VII remake second part of it is on a pre-order. So you can pre-order your copy now.
Okay.
When does it actually come out?
2024 in November, I think.
But
it's finally the open world part of the game.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So the game, you're just buying more of the game you already have.
Well, they took the Final Fantasy VII game and they broke it into, we have no idea how many segments. We knew at least 2 because they released the first half of it, the first chunk of it, which took place in Midgar. They released as Final Fantasy Remake. And now, finally, we're getting the second part of the next installment of the story, which looks like it might actually be the whole rest of the story in the next game.
Okay.
And I was getting tired of Midgar. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted that open world part of it,
dude. That's like the whole reason you in Final Fantasy VII. Midgar is maybe like an hour of the game.
Yeah,
you know,
it was stretching it. I'm like, man, I don't remember doing all this for so long. Like, what?
No. it's nice they flushed it out. That's cool, but it's like you play Final Fantasy VII. I mean, the second you're in that open world, that's what made the game just impossibly special. And so to put all the characters in the one location, knowing that you're never going to get other characters like Vincent and stuff in Midgar is like, it's fun to play it, but I think it hurts. I actually think it's going to hurt the sequel or the second part of the installment, because that first part was nostalgia for people who love Final Fantasy VII, but it wasn't necessarily captivating enough for people who had no emphasis in the game to start with. And then it was like people who love the game were like, why didn't you just give me the game back? And I understand you wanted to flush it out and all this stuff, which is
you gonna buy it.
I'm gonna buy it, yes.
Rich, you gonna buy?
I haven't even finished the first one yet, so I'm
because you got tired of playing Midgar. And what I want to know is, I maxed out my stats playing it, and I want to know if that stuff's gonna travel over to this next installment, or am I just starting over again?
Wait, how'd you max out your stats? Were you just running around in the whorehouse?
Yo, man, that's how I play.
A lot of hand jobs.
Hey!
A whole lot of hand jobs.
Don't you judge him? Don't you judge him? But you can judge him, because it is time for debate.
Let's get ready to rum.
Bowl.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, sorry.
Yo, I thought Rich had the, he had the.
Well, I was waiting for you. I mean, I could also do this. I can get official with it. I can get official with it.
I like it, Rich.
I also watched Rocky again this week.
Jack, stop stalling. You're gonna take this L. You're gonna take this L, Jack.
Just Rocky like he took them hand jobs at the brothel.
Like he took them hand jobs at the brothel. It's all right. Yo, so this is very special. This is a special debate for those of you watching this. And the 1966 Batman costume channel and more. You're going to love this debate. Don't spoil it in the comments section. We're playing a bit of trivia. I'm the host.
Start with the trivia?
This is the debate. This is the official debate. The other stuff is the main topic. We're starting with the trivia. I'm going to say a quote from a Batman movie. I have 10 quotes here. Each answer you get is 1 point. You have to say the name of the movie the quote is from. The first one to say the movie the quote is from gets a point. Now, for you to know, not all these quotes came out of Batman's mouth.
I think our fans can. I think our threes of viewers can play too. If we're that slow. If we're so slow that they type in the answer, they can have the point.
No, look, Jack. Anyways, let's go. First up, and shut up, Jack. Shut up, Jack. Make sure you turn off the chat. I don't want y'all looking at the chat. Don't cheat, Rich.
What are you talking about? I ain't cheating. I know everything about Batman.
There we go. All right, first quote. I'm vengeance.
Oh, the Batman, Robert Pattinson.
Jack got a point. Got a point.
Are we just shooting it out there?
Well, what's the rules?
We don't have a dinner.
I said the first.
Shoot everything.
I said the first one to say it.
First
one to say it.
Was not paying attention.
Jack got 1 point. I gotta write this down.
Yeah,
Jack got 1 point.
You're only gonna need one column here.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
Here's quote number 2. Chill.
Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All wrong. Well, the way I say with the movie, Jack.
Oh, Batman Forever.
I said it first.
Chris did say it first.
You're both wrong.
Batman and Robin.
Chill.
There you go, Jack.
Okay, so you're looking for the name of the movie, and then you get bonus points if you say the character?
I never said any of that.
He's making up scenarios right now.
Points because I said the movie, the character, and the actor.
Jack got 2 points. Chris, you really you can't distinguish Batman and Robin and Batman Forever. That's your weak point.
They blend into one.
They don't, though. They really don't, though. They don't. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale light?
Batman.
Chris got it. Rich, come on.
I think you gotta say you kind of gotta say more than just the name of the Batman movie.
No, you don't. And you guys, because y'all both said Batman Forever, you were wrong.
But I said the other two elements of it right.
All right, here we go.
You should almost get a potential total of 3.
It's not who I am underneath but what I do.
All right, Christian Bale, Batman. The Dark Knight Rises. It's Batman Begins.
Why y'all just letting this? You're just letting Jack just scoop him.
He's just saying things. He don't even say the right ones. He just starts saying stuff until it fits.
But eventually he gets the Batman Begins. So jump
the problem is
in.
Start with the actors because it makes sense. You'd start with the character and the actor.
I'm Batman.
Michael Keaton, Batman. It's also George Clooney, Batman. It's also Batman.
It could be any of them. He says,
I'm
Batman.
He does, doesn't he? He does.
But then why y'all let...
We all rate them Batman.
Right, but why'd y'all let Jack say it then?
Oh, yeah. Hoorah!
It could be in anything. You don't say it. Jack is killing Chris. You should be...
Yeah,
actually,
Chris is
the
George
Clooney
guy.
one, he was more like, hey, hello, Freeze. I'm Batman.
I'm Batman?
He's still
Batman. So bad.
Okay, riddle me this, riddle me that.
Batman Forever.
Who's
Batman
afraid
Forever.
of the big
Batman Forever.
black
Batman Forever.
Yes, Chris.
Yeah. And for bonus points, it's
There are no bonus points, but
Jim Carrey playing the role of...
You're nice, a nice pat on the ass there, but there's no bonus points. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Batman.
Good job, Chris.
Are you only quoting the one movie?
No. I'm Batman was actually Batman Begins, but y'all said the other one. Tell me, do you bleed?
Well,
Batman
actually,
Batman
he also said that in The Flash.
Good job.
Oh, you're right. Batman v Superman.
He did say that in the Flash, Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, I'm Batman."
What?
In the Flash.
Yes, no, he said you want to get nuts. Let's get nuts.
Let's get
in the
nuts.
Flash, too.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he says that too.
You know what, Jack? Sometimes.
Yep, sorry.
You think darkness is your ally?
Batman
Rises. Dark Knight Rises.
Really
I got it. I said Dark Knight Rises. You said Batman Rises. Do your Bane voice, Lawrence.
Do your Bane voice.
I can't do it now. You asked me. You think darkness is your ally? Yo, Tom Hardy's a beast, man, because he came in with that strong and... All right, last question. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
The Batman the movie.
Or Lego Batman.
Batman the movie. Adam West.
Jack is correct.
But they say in Lego Batman too, I believe.
That's 10. I'll give you one more. A bonus round.
Okay.
Let me think.
You got to quote one of the other
I
characters.
know what you're gonna say. Just say it. It's your favorite quote. Say
I don't
it.
even know it. What are you saying?
The one from Batman Returns. I'm surprised you love that one.
I forgot.
What
is
it?
it?
The Rose one? I don't remember, but you quote.
Oh! Okay, you can't say it then.
I want to say
Batman Returns.
Mistletoe is deadly if you eat it. But
Even
it's
deadlier.
deadly if you eat it.
Say it, Rich. So you get a point.
What?
Say
Why
it,
is that
Rich.
your favorite line?
I don't
It's
know, but
sick.
I said it to Lawrence one day, and he just quoted it. Like he said the whole scene for me. Out
So,
of nowhere.
how much did I win by?
What?
Bad random conversation on the phone.
Actually, it's a tie between you and Chris.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Oh, you need a tiebreaker.
Actually, it is. Oh, we do need a tie. Oh, let me think of a good one.
The Batman.
Let me think of a good one. The answer before the question. They do answer before the question. These are saying all the movies, Jeffrey. It's a shame.
Jeffrey,
you
all
asked
I
me.
need to hear is a part of it, Jeffrey. That's it.
Jack said Batman Rises. Just not even a movie. All right.
Okay.
I got two.
All right.
Two quotes. I'm not going to kill you. I want
Batman
you to do me a
Begins.
favor.
What?
I want to tell your friends about me.
Oh, the Batman.
I'm not going to kill you. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to tell your friends about me.
Dark Knight. Is it?
Terrible, Rich.
I don't know any of them. I'm saying. I don't know.
I'm not going to kill you. I want you to do me a favor.
Dark
I
Knight.
want you to tell
Is it
all
Batman
your friends
Returns?
about me.
The Batman?
It's Batman.
Batman Returns.
Line.
Say
Batman
it, Chris.
Begins.
It's a Keaton line. Batman Returns.
I'm not going to kill you.
Batman. 89.
Yes, for crying out loud.
I knew it was a Keaton line.
It's the best Keaton line. I'm not going to kill you. I want you to tell all your friends about me. I want you to do me a favor. Tell all your friends about me. Who are you?
Oh, that's the first villain he fought.
Batman. It's his first line of dialogue in the whole franchise, Rich.
Yeah.
Shameful. Jack, you lose. Chris, the debate genius wins.
The debate genius.
The master.
I want to thank you to all our sevens of listeners for supporting me through these years.
Brent has one, but the Batman has a tolerance with disruption. Scarecrow, Batman Begins. Easy. Give me some more. Give me some more. He says that while he's in the stirring up the whole thing, where he's stirring the toxin into the water because he wants to gas the water so people get sick. Why not just let the water be toxic and let them drink it?
Okay, cool.
Why you had to have this whole plan to evaporate the water supply when you could have just had them drink toxic water? That's the thing about Nolan, right? Nolan is so brilliant at the way he makes his movies flow, and it's always one thing after another. You don't have enough time to stop and think, that don't make no sense, because you're already on to the next one.
Right.
Batman climbed out of the pit in the Middle East and still in the couple days walked across ice in Gotham City, where he had no transportation. Not my diagnosis. Oh,
just like real life.
That's Scarecrow. He is talking about Carmine Falcone. Not my diagnosis, right?
No. That's Scarecrow in the beginning of the second Batman movie with Nolan, when he's sitting down and they capture him in that first scene.
The other vigilantes were. Yeah.
He's not my diagnosis. Well done, Chris. Well done. You know he does know Batman.
No, barely.
Barely. This is coming from the guy who lost.
Coming from the guy who lost. All right, now it's time to get into our main topic, guys. This is Batman Day, so we have a few topics here we want to discuss. It's kind of a debate, sort of, but it's more discussion points. We have ideas and thoughts we wanted to ask. Chris asked this ridiculous question. I don't even really know how to answer it, so I'm gonna let him go first. Bane is attacking the city next week.
Yeah.
You are Batman. What do you do for prep time? The caveat is it's you. You are Batman in real life. What are you doing to prep within your abilities and resources?
So then I'm not Batman.
So Rich, you have none of his money, none of his skills, none
and
of his
40-year-old Batman.
But I know this attack is coming.
Yep.
I'm going on vacation. Okay, how about that? I will not be in the city to come next week.
Chris, I want to know what your answer is.
I have two things on my side: guns, and I'm in Texas.
It's Bane.
I'm getting explosives. I'm getting grenades, and I'm blowing shit up.
He's gonna
wait in a week. I'm sorry. So you already have guns and you already have explosives and grenades.
Destructive device license, brother. I can get whatever I want.
Chris, you can get all that within a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chris, wait. You think that's enough to stop Bane?
Bane?
From attacking the city?
Bane is not Superman, Lawrence. He's just a guy on juice.
No, he's like a military strategist. This guy broke the bat down before he laid a finger on it.
Right.
You gonna run in with a grenade?
Yeah.
Here comes a Texan with grenades and explosives. He's gonna stop Bane.
Yeah.
All I know is
Batman got his back broken, but you
and my 40-year-old back is not is not repelling from anything. I don't have a plane. What am I gonna drive up to him?
Chris, you're gonna blow yourself. You're gonna blow yourself up. You're gonna blow yourself up, Chris.
Maybe.
You just getting through his henchmen, you're gonna blow yourself up.
All I know is I have a bulletproof vest here. I have an ammo stash, and I have guns, and I'm gonna be killing people. Thomas Wayne, when he was Batman, he was just shooting people and killing people.
In all fairness,
you're not Batman though. You're a
not
40-year-old
Batman.
black man. You're a 40-year-old Texan. What are you talking about?
Right.
You're not.
You don't have
this
enough
guy.
trauma
You're not
to
that
do
guy
what has
now.
to be done.
in all fairness, if Chris is Batman, Jerry Seinfeld might be Bane.
Okay,
what is that? I don't know what that says about Chris.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, Jack. My feelings kind of hurt.
Well, if I'm Batman, who's my Bane? If his is Jerry Seinfeld, who do I get?
Larry David? I don't know.
Yeah, George.
Wait, fine.
Wow.
Who's your
Costanza.
Bane, Jack? Who's your Bane?
Costanza.
Who? Mine?
Yeah. If you're Batman, who's your Bane?
It's Tom Hardy.
Sure.
It's hard to look at an accurate reflection of ourselves, Jack.
I know.
Wow.
All right, so Chris is going to use his weapons license to legally acquire weapons to defeat a mass murder, genocidal, highly intelligent, juiced up on venom warlord.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jack, how do you prepare for Bane?
I call my buddy Lawrence, aka Black Superman, to handle the problem for me.
What?
Yeah.
But Superman's just a nickname. You don't have powers. You don't fly. What's he gonna do?
He's as much Superman as I would be Batman.
You know what I know what I'm gonna do. This is how I'm gonna win the debate right now.
Okay, yeah, let's see.
You gonna call the police?
No, what I'm gonna do is
Ain't gonna listen to him.
I am gonna spend the next 3 weeks. How long do I have?
1 week.
I'm gonna spend the next week.
1 week. Oh,
I have 1 week. I'm gonna spend the next week becoming the dopest chef. I'm gonna up my culinary skills to the max.
What?
You know how insulting that is to
Bane is gonna come to town, and I'm gonna be like so humble. Like, look, I got nothing. And I'm gonna say, I was born in the darkness. I have nothing. He's gonna let me join his team. I'm gonna be a part of his team. I'm gonna be their chef, and I'm gonna slowly poison him over the course of 3 weeks.
Why do you think there's a chef spot open on Bane's team? All this is hinging that there's a chef spot open.
Listen, what makes more sense? You showing up with a Walmart level size of goods, or me infiltrating his team from the inside?
He's showing up with a Walmart level size of guns and explosives.
You know, honestly, I think Rich is right. You gotta just get out of town for a week.
If I know this man is coming and I'm supposed to be Batman, I'm leaving. Like, okay, what's my PTO looking like, boss? I'm gonna take off.
Rich, your only hope to stop this guy.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. What are you talking about?
Chris, I don't know what you were thinking with this question.
I'm thinking
You like tied all our hands.
You looked at your weapons license and came up with this idea.
It's like,
You
I
think
can
you
fight
can
him.
beat Bane?
I could be a superhero.
Look,
Sweet.
it's like 45% of men believe they can beat a lion in a fight.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
So why can't I blow up Bane with grenades and shoot him with guns?
It's closer
Bane's
to
not
being,
bulletproof.
but you're closer to being the Punisher than Batman at that point.
Yeah.
That's what I have.
I mean, Batman don't even use guns, and your go-to is I'm gonna get a bunch of guns.
Batman. I'm not Bruce Wayne.
He said we're Batman.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So his
I don't
Bat-
have.
And Michael Keaton does kill people. That's why his Gotham City was like. He's like, your Gotham has no crime because he killed every major villain.
He killed all the bad guys. Maybe he was onto something.
All right, next question. Okay, if you can take any and or all actors, dead or alive, who have ever acted in a Batman film to create your perfect Batman movie cast, who would you use and what roles would you cast them in? Give us the plot, cast breakdown, give us a Batman and main villain along with any supporting roles you'd like.
What?
If you could take any,
No, I don't need you to repeat it to me. But what?
I know what I would do.
That's the Dark Knight Rises, Brent. Your spirits.
I would pick up after Heath Ledger. I would have Heath Ledger as a Joker. I'd like to have Michael Keaton, and I would like to do the Killing Joke.
You kind of stole my idea.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. I don't know who I have as Robert Gordon though, but I would have Barbara Gordon. I'd have Commissioner Gordon.
You stole my idea.
Yeah.
Oh, you son of a. Although I don't know about Keaton and Ledger. There's something about them that.
What up, Christian?
Yo, what's going on?
Appearance on the podcast.
Okay.
He's gone.
He's like, nope.
It's like they recognize me. I'm gone.
He's like, this is all you guys get of my greatness.
Yeah, and that's dope. I'll go next since you stole mine. I don't want them to steal others. I thought that was great. I'm doing the Killing Joke as well, or a Killing Joke inspired story, like you said last week, Chris. We don't need straight up adaptations. We just need things that are inspired by the comic book material. But I'm going Affleck as my Batman.
Okay.
Heath Ledger as my Joker. I think that's a really cool combination right there. I'm going Jeffrey Wright as my Gordon.
100% agree. 100% agree.
The setting is the Gotham in the Batman movie. So the tone, the feel, the rain. You're going to hear Ben Affleck do a freaking voiceover March 23rd, 2023. All of that.
I want this rain to wash the filth away.
Yes, I'm bringing freaking Margot Robbie in, though, as Harley Quinn. So she's going to be with Heath Ledger's Joker. Now, I'm breaking the rules a little bit, Jack. I'm going to cast some other people in roles just for fun. Just for fun. I'm bringing in Journey Smollett. That's my Barbara Gordon.
Has Ravi been in a Batman movie?
Who?
Margot.
Margot Robbie? I mean, she's
been in a Batman movie. But she has not been in a Batman movie.
Okay.
So I don't think you can use her.
So I can't have Harley Quinn in it?
You can, but it's got to be someone who is from a Batman movie.
Oh.
You got to cast, like Uma Thurman or something. You got to cast someone from a Batman movie. She technically was not.
What qualifies as a Batman movie?
A Batman movie.
Batman was in Suicide Squad.
Which actually, there's a big question mark as far as whether or not. I mean, I guess Batman v Superman is a Batman movie.
His name
as much as it is a Superman movie.
Yeah.
But Justice League, Flash is a Flash movie, although they have characters in it, but that's not a Batman movie.
All right. I don't even need Harley Quinn in it. Scratch Harley Quinn. I got Jeffrey Wright as Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going through with this vein, who's my Batgirl? Because you told me I can only use what's in the movies. And,
Alicia Silverstone.
Huh?
Use Alicia Silverstone.
No, I'm trying to cast a black one because I got Jeffrey Wright, but they just started using black people in these movies like yesterday.
What about Zoe?
You already got one token Negro. You can't get another one.
Wow.
Dang. What'd you say, Zoe?
Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah.
I guess you just Catwoman. I find Zoe Kravitz is my Barbara Gordon.
Listen, I don't make the rules. It's just
you actually made the rules.
I made these rules. You just got to use people from the movies.
Fine.
Jeffrey Wright. Yeah, look at that.
Zoe Kravitz is my Batgirl. And you suck, Jack. I hate you. I hate this. I hate this whole game. I hate this whole game.
Welcome to my world.
Oh. Only using characters from Batman. Well, I mean, that's pretty much my movie. That's Killing Joke. That's all the players I need for my version of Killing Joke.
I'll pay money for that.
Yeah.
Killing Joke? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Did I watch the Killing Joke?
Yeah.
Read the Killing Joke.
The first R-rated Batman cartoon that was out there. And it was
terrible.
It fell flat.
Terrible.
It ended with them laughing together like.
Well, the comic is pretty great.
Well, the comic is... They laugh together in the comic book. The issue with Killing Joke is it was never supposed to be canon. It's supposed to be a one-off. It just did so well they implemented it as canon, but not the last panel. The last panel is him and Joker laughing, and you pretty much feel as though Batman kills Joker that night. But they kind of just take Barbara Gordon getting shot and don't really mess with the rest of it.
They completely missed the mark on that movie, man.
It's not. I mean, it's a short comic. It's not supposed to be a movie. Some things are just
they
supposed
could have
to
done
be
better in the movie, though. That movie could have stand by itself as one of the best animated movies.
It would never. Go read the comic again. It's not it's not a lot. It poses an interesting question, and then it answers it in 60 pages. It's not enough to be an hour and a half movie.
Why does it have to be an hour and a half though? If you're doing a straight to video animated movie, why do you have to? We could do whatever format you want.
Yeah, it could be a short film. Yeah.
You could go in 45 minutes and be done.
You're right. Stop yelling at me.
Well,
Rich, what you got, man? I'm gonna save Jack for last.
I got nothing. I would use something with Affleck. Then I would hire producers, casting planners, or whatever they're called, and a director, and have them do that and give me something. I don't know the content of Batman like that, bro. Y'all be reading
watched
comments.
all the movies.
I don't.
You watched all the movies. You
I
know
don't care. I don't know these people's names. I want to see something with Affleck. Actually, I do want to see who. I do want what's his name back again. The Joker.
Jared Leto.
Heath Ledger. Jared Leto.
He didn't get a fair shot. He didn't get a fair shake.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, because he helped create that role with that director. He had a lot. I
did like that scene where it was like in the future. It was kind of like that alternative future. That one, I would like to see that. How did he come to that point? But I guess Heath Ledger, because Heath Ledger didn't get. I mean, he got a good fair shake in the first one, but I feel like there could have been more there. There should have been more there. But things happen. Life. Yeah. So who did I say?
Affleck versus Ledger. What I said.
Yeah, I mean, so what? Shut up. They really didn't utilize Affleck like that, because Affleck was like sparingly in some of these movies, except for like Superman, Batman.
He was a terrible he acted Batman well, but his depiction of Batman is probably the worst Batman that ever been on screen.
Affleck?
He was a bit too goofy.
Affleck's Batman, you can't be a murderous psychopath because Robin died. Your parents died when you was a kid. So you know how to handle trauma. Because Robin dies, you started killing everybody. That's what broke you. You already dealt with death. You mastered it, made it your ally. And then
Robin died for Affleck? I missed that part.
They alluded to the fact that
they showed the thing,
and that's what made Batman lose his way. But it's like, if it's is that easy for you to lose your way? You never had a way. And then Batman is secretly like, he's just a racist. He's like, I don't like Superman. Why? Because he's an alien. Why? Because he can hurt us. Has he? No. He's different.
Build the wall.
And you know what made Batman not kill Superman? When he realized
Martha.
When Batman realized Superman actually has a mom like him. Wait, you have a mother like I do. Oh, I can't kill you then. Batman's terrible.
Why'd you say
terrible? He's terrible. He was about to bring extreme prejudice to a guy that risked his life saving the world against his own people for no plausible reason other than, well, maybe he'll turn on us. That's your freaking strategic. No.
Well, honestly, by that breakdown, Lawrence, that Batman is just an alternate version of Lex Luthor.
Actually, yeah. His whole mindset is Lex Luthor.
I mean, you pretty much just described him.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Maybe that's why Jesse
and that
Eisenberg...
explains. I mean, listen.
Oh, the mask came
off.
What's
happening?
No! Jack, you've been Batman this whole time.
This is the problem with Snyder films, man. He just kind of misses the moral compass of understanding these characters.
And maybe that's why Jesse Eisenberg's Lex was so weak, because they had no chance to be strong. Because Bruce had, yeah.
Wow.
He had the role.
Unbelievable. All right.
There's another billionaire who
guys.
is
Enjoy the rest
no
of the
reason.
show.
That's it. Jack made a huge revelation. That's all he needs.
So, Chris, by that point, Affleck played a great Batman as his acting, but the characterization of that Batman is probably the worst on screen.
Jack kind of convinced me.
Jack convinced you? Wait. Jack, come back, man. Tell us your movie.
What's your movie, Jack?
All right, so my movie is called, we'll start with the title, The Darkest Might. And I cast Danny DeVito as Batmite. And this is a voyage into the fifth dimension. Lawrence is already liking it.
I'm watching it.
Of course you are, because I'm casting Jeffrey Wright as Mr. Freeze. I'm casting Barry Conaga, the guy who plays the Joker in the Batman movie. casting him as Red Hood. I'm casting Michael Keaton as Batman, but like a Batman beyond Batman.
But wait, why is he the Red Hood?
Because I'm in the fifth dimension. I have whatever I want smashed
He's
into
doing
each
he's doing a multiverse.
Oh, fifth dimension verse.
He's doing a fifth dimension verse.
And in that regard, I'm bringing Morgan Freeman back as the oldest version of Alfred yet. I'm bringing Gary Oldman back.
Wait, hold on. The only black guy in your movie is the butler.
Oh,
so far.
No, that's just racist.
He said Jeffrey Wright. No. He said Jeffrey Wright for.
It's the bad guy.
Is Mr. Freeze.
You better give me a black superhero in this thing now. You have to.
I'm still I'm going.
Go ahead, Rich, one more time.
No, that's just racist.
Wow.
No. Jack has the maid is also black or Hispanic.
Who?
The gardener is Hispanic in Jack's movie.
He
has a lot of diversity.
The gardener is Hispanic. Right. He has a Dominican barber.
Well, Ken Watanabe is going to be an alt version of that man.
I'm sorry, Jack.
We're trying to help you out, Jack.
Ken Watanabe is going to be my Gordon.
Ken Watanabe.
You can't balk on it. This guy's phenomenal. He's phenomenal.
He played a version of Ra's al Ghul, although he was just a decoy.
He played the fake puppet Ra's. Yeah. But he's great in everything. I'm bringing Gary Oldman in to play my Joker because this guy can play anything.
You get to the point now where your movie is you just doing stuff to do stuff.
You damn straight, and it's gonna sell tickets just to sell tickets.
I don't know because there's a fine line between.
Christian Bell back. I'm bringing Christian Bell back as Clayface.
Yeah, we're not watching this. It's like
he'd be great as Clayface. What are you talking about?
You jumping the shark before the trailer came out. Like we already like.
Tom Hardy's coming back as Nightfall. Joe Gordon-Levitt's coming back as my Nightwing.
I'll accept that as finally. I'll accept him as Nightwing. Absolutely.
And then everyone's coming back.
Dick on the street. Okay, so I think I won this one. If there's a winner, for sure.
You just stole Chris's.
Yeah.
He just so happened to go first.
Yeah. How convenient.
At least Rich didn't even play.
At least Rich hired people to do it for him.
There are people that are better trained for this.
Brent would like to see Black Mass with Johnny Depp and Matt Damon as Batman. If in an alternate, not this question, Jeff, but an alternate setting. I don't know if I can go with Matt Damon as Batman. Johnny Depp could be a dope Batman villain.
Batman.
Johnny Depp be a dope Joker, Riddler, Freeze, Scarecrow. He got to be a dope all of them.
Yeah, get ready. He'll really get into it.
Oh yeah.
But Matt Damon as Batman? Have you seen Matt Damon lately? Or even at all? Like
he got the jaw for it. If you got a younger Matt Damon in shape, he got the jaw for the cowl.
And I think everything about Matt Damon, what makes him great is that he feels like your everyday guy, a guy you bump in the bar. Bruce is still the 1 percentile. He's still like, he looks like money. You know,
looks like money. He acts like money. He
smells like money. Smells like money. Like this dude. Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, like when you look at it, not even a Keaton. Keaton was great in '89, but nowadays he's got to be like an Affleck. It's got to be like a Kilmer. It's got to be like a guy that looks like you're on the cover of whatever.
Armie Hammer would. I think Armie Hammer would have been a good.
He was cast as Batman.
I know. He would have been
good.
That
Justice League. Yeah, he's perfect.
But then he got all weird. He went off the deep end. Now he works in like the Cayman Islands as like a manager for a hotel.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he sure does.
Yeah,
really?
He's not acting anymore?
No, man. He
allegedly, he got into some serious stuff and some weird stuff, allegedly. So, yeah, his career dried up.
Armie Hammer, who was like the biggest thing in movies 5 years ago, is not acting anymore?
When's the last time you seen him in something?
Like 5 years ago.
There you go.
He's a manager in a hotel.
After the Cayman Islands kerfuffle, it is reported by Vanity Fair that Armie returned to the U.S. with his family in July 2022. He's been staying at a house owned by Robert Downey Jr.
Damn.
We're not going to get into it.
Robert gives second chances to everybody.
I mean,
He's
I mean,
pretty
look
great.
at Robert. You know?
All right, I'm gonna make a note of. I'm curious as to what this kerfuffle.
Yeah, we're
business
not gonna
is.
say it.
Listen,
Oh, no, I
sometimes
got that.
flag
Stop.
fly.
I got
Stop,
it.
Chris. Don't even.
No
All right.
judging.
All right, last question. You guys
Go ahead,
inspired this one because I was listening to the show last week. I wasn't there. Inspired by that, talking about like one thing you would change or adapt in content that would change it. People might get pissed off by it, but like this, I want to know, like, is there something within Batman content that you would like to change that would be dope, could make sense, but would definitely piss off a whole lot of people? Jack, you're dying to go.
I give him powers.
Damn, Jack. Damn, Jack.
I just got rid of him. You got the pissed off part of the joke down, Jack.
He kicked me off the show.
No, Jack. By doing that, you create a whole world of problems.
Yeah.
You can't
I'm not.
tell
They could be like temporary powers, though. It could be like a one-off thing.
Oh, like when he had the Green Lantern powers, or when he had the Superman powers for a day.
Or the Speed Force.
In the vein of last week's question, what's the one thing you would change, take liberties with? Whatever you change is a change.
I would do that. It'd be.
It's not a one-off.
Well, but it might be a temporary thing.
No,
right? Like,
the change
put him in the movie, right?
change.
Put him in the movie. Put him in the Justice League movie, and somehow he gets Superman's powers.
No, but what I'm telling you,
Batman.
no. First of all, this has already happened in the comics already.
Right.
What I'm saying is the change you make is a permanent change to the character. Not like, oh, we changed him, we'll change him back real quick. You're changing it.
Well,
taking liberties.
They made him broke in the comics too.
Oh, I was about to say, just make him broke. Like he has to live in Gotham with the regular folk.
You got to keep in mind, Batman's been around since the 30s. You know, they've done a lot with his character.
I bring in the rainbow suits.
They done that in the 50s.
No, what?
They did that already.
They did?
Y'all suck at this.
Yeah.
Like the rainbow suits, as in like the LGBTQ.
No, this is before that.
No.
Each one had like a power or something. Something
No.
was weird. It was a golden age.
It was an alternate dimension suit. Yeah.
But whatever the change is, it needs to be. It's a long lasting. You've changed canon. People aren't going to get pissed off.
Listen, I would still do it because it could be as long as, for example,
it's permanent.
Superman being lightning.
Permanent.
Superman was a lightning bolt for a while.
It was
permanent. Stupid as hell, and it's part of the canon, but it's still stupid as hell.
Permanent.
Well, so many things have been done to him. Like my whole thing is he was going to be broke. He was going to have to live like a regular person. Like he lost all of his fortunes and everything, and maybe has some like squirrel away holes somewhere.
Now here's this. I didn't say one thing you can change to Batman. It says one thing you can change in a Batman movie, cartoon, or comic book. You can change elements of his world as well. It doesn't just have to be like, what would you change about his character? What would you change about the canon permanently to make it better, but might piss
as
people
permanent
off?
As comic books are.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack, he chose.
It's
Batman having powers is almost like, I'm gonna skip this volume because next volume he's gonna be back to normal.
Nah, you check it out. It'd be like an interesting time in his life.
You took a very, very safe choice. Very safe.
Controversial, man.
Safe choice. First of all, he's already had powers in the comics temporarily, several times in the comics. It's not even original, Jack. And now you know that it's not gonna last. And you remember that time I had powers?
All right, fine. Then I'll take it one step further. They actually turn him into a bat.
What?
I think that happened too in the comics.
Probably.
No, that's a whole other character, Chris.
Oh.
Chris, can you save this?
I mean, the only change I'd really make is I would stop taking from comic book canon. I would just have standalone stories because that's my favorite kind of Batman stories is standalone stories. So I don't need them to reference anything, any comic book material. Just go forward with.
What would you take liberties with?
Hey,
what would you change in a comic book, cartoon, or movie? Is the question.
I don't know, man.
Maybe you want to give us an example here, Lawrence.
Fine, let me go. I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll go. One
Go.
thing I would change in the comics is I would make I'll make the third Robin black. I make him a black kid.
Yeah, but then he won't be able to hold on to the bat roll because the fingers will be too greasy with fried chicken grease.
Now that's just racist.
But it's true though.
What? Wasn't the third Robin his kid?
Oh man.
The third Robin's Tim Drake. That's the fourth Robin.
So the Red Hood, the one that turns into a villain?
No, that's Jason Todd. That's the second Robin.
You're right. I'm sorry.
The third Robin, Tim Drake, I would make black. I'll make him black because why not? First of all the Robins look exactly alike anyway, and they're designed that way. They can easily jump in the suit. They're all white and have very dark hair. They're like mini Bruces.
You got to. You know, that's how he gets. He's not going to make a whole new suit for a Robin. He's like, no, just use that one with the bloodstains on it. We got some bleach. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about that. He looks like just. Yeah. I think it'd be interesting to have a black kid in Bruce Wayne's world, and Bruce not know how to really deal with this. He's had Dick Grayson, he's had Jason Todd, but he's never had a kid. He never had to deal with race. He's the 1%.
Alfred,
he's a
what is cocoa butter? We need cocoa butter, Alfred.
Line of the show, Rick! Line of the
show! Why is there so much cocoa butter in this house?
Why does one container last forever?
Do I eat this? What is this, Alfred? What is this cocoa butter?
That would be an example of a long-lasting change. He would be permanently black.
I would allow him to kill every once in a while, and he can kill under discretion. Because he'll outweigh it for the Joker. He's gonna be like, this guy's gonna come back and kill all these people. By actually killing him, I'm saving lives.
But how does he start to weigh like which villain he shouldn't kill versus who he should kill?
I mean, he's gonna have to look at it like, look, last time I caught Joker, he got out, he killed a bunch of more people. He's gonna keep doing it and keep doing it. By letting him free, I'm actually having a hand in killing more people. So I'd save more lives by killing him versus
when you ultimately just start making that call right off jump.
Yeah.
No, he can't. I think he's gonna have to go through. It's not gonna be a light. I don't want him to start. I don't want him to be a Punisher. I don't want him to start killing everyone. But it's gonna be a decision that he has to take. You know, it's last resort decision, but it's a big decision that he will cross that line.
You like this change?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the ramifications of this. So his relationship with Gordon is fractured because Gordon is not going to stand for that.
Yep.
So he's a Batman with no support.
Maybe not.
No, you can't change Gordon. You get one change.
No. Yeah, but there's justifiable homicide in our society. If someone stealing my car in my driveway, I can shoot them. Someone breaking in my house, I can shoot them.
Don't steal Chris's car.
It's true. No, it's true.
You can, but Batman, first of all, he's not employed, right? So he actually has no license, no badge, no anything.
You don't have to have it. You don't have to have
Batman. No. You're talking about somebody breaking into your home. Batman's hunting villains.
Yeah,
that's different.
It's my city.
He broke into my city. So
Castle Doctrine. Batman's a hardcore Republican. He's like, stand my ground.
He definitely is. Yeah. But Batman, I think it fractures him and Gordon.
Of course it does.
And how good would that interaction be where Gordon still wants him to be something, but he can't get over some decisions. And now they have this like weird love-hate relationship where Gordon sees the necessity for Batman, but sometimes when he goes too far,
I don't think Gordon would. I think Gordon's the kind of cop where if Batman killed somebody, Batman is no better than the rest of them. Yeah. I don't think they have a love-hate relationship.
Batman's not killing like Bob.
No, I think that Gordon goes by the badge. He's in a city of corrupt cops. The reason why he loves Batman.
In all fairness, Batman kills almost every villain he comes across in the film canon.
We don't talk about this though.
Not in the Batman, the truest depiction of his character as it relates to the comic books.
That's
and
right.
Gary Oldman and Jeffrey Wright's version would not handle a Batman who went out of his way to kill the Joker because it was time to put him down.
Right.
We're hunting him now.
Well, those are the ramifications. Does the end justify the means?
I mean,
no.
Well, because like Jack said, it's a slippery slope. So now, yes, Joker has to die, and Zaz has to die, and Riddler did kill a lot of people, so then he has to die. And Penguin, not as many, but he still put drugs on the streets with killed kids, so he has to die. And okay, then like when is
he may not be that loose with
pretty much any of his canon villains gonna have to start going after a while.
Ra's al Ghul will have to die.
Absolutely. But they just slosh him into the Lazarus pit and he kill him again. What the difference is? He's killed him a few times.
So like I guess my thing is Batman would decide upon himself what he thinks is.
But look at what happened with look at Injustice. Look at the Injustice storyline. Superman kills the Joker because the Joker kills Lois Lane. Superman kills the Joker. Right. And it sets apart this series of events where Superman's like, well, I already killed the Joker. Might as well just start killing everyone who's actually making the world not a better place.
True.
Right? And it fractures everything.
And Superman's biggest villain in Injustice is Batman, who's like, yo, man, you've totally lost yourself.
Do you guys remember the Justice League cartoon where Superman kills Lex Luthor and Batman's reaction was it needed to be done? Because remember after Flash got killed in that universe and then Superman went and killed Lex Luthor? Yeah. It was like an alternate timeline and Batman was like it needed to be done. His reaction wasn't like, "Oh no, you've gone rogue." His reaction was
you chose an alternate universe. These guys become the Justice Lords or whatever. Yeah, you chose a bad Batman. But in this universe, turning good Batman bad destroys the Gordon relationship. It destroys him being a hero in Gotham. He is, Batman's taking down psychotic vigilantes who kill.
And the nature of this question isn't what can you get away with in an alternate depiction. It's how do you want to affect the canon?
Canon as it goes on. This isn't a what if story. Right. My Robin's black forever.
And his Batman's killing people.
My Batman's poor forever. So, you know.
Well, you make Batman. Wait. Rich, you were serious about that?
I would make him poor, right? He would live amongst the people, still trying to be Batman and work a 9 to 5.
Rich, it would be the same damn question.
But he would see.
Or just be us. What are we gonna do? We can't do anything. We don't have any duels.
No. Hear me out. He would still keep some of because now he's gonna have to. He doesn't have like this vast wealth. He doesn't have a team behind him, which was Jeff Fox, whatever. And Lucius you know Fox. a whole whatever Lucius Fox.
Yeah. He doesn't have Jeff Foxworthy making redneck jokes.
I didn't know the Batmobile.
He doesn't have a whole department within Wayne Corp. Right. So he would have to whatever he has left. He would have to sit there and try to keep it running as best he can under his. This
is actually an interesting story.
His regular salary of a warehouse worker, right?
I feel like they've done something like this. I don't know if he had a 9 to 5 in the comics. I don't think he worked. I think he just
lived in the water tower, or
ate like tuna fish cans and lived in the subway or something.
That would work. There's a lot of abandoned places in the subway. I've seen a documentary where a dude literally, like New York City, actually. It was like a whole thing. But yeah. So he's not only is he seeing like he's going around still fighting crime, but then now he's seeing like the impact of like the henchmen, like because now his neighbor,
this is
works
dope.
for the Joker. Right?
This is dope because he's down there in the subway with these people and he's like, wow, I could use my wealth to end crime. Instead, I put on a bat costume and beat people up. When I was rich, I could have done something to help the infrastructure in the system.
It's kind of like The Rock and Oprah right now, right?
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Easy. Jack doesn't follow any current events at all.
Well, they kind of touch on that in the Batman movie with the Waynes trying to fix the infrastructure. The first time the League of Shadows tried to take out, or one of the times the League of Shadows tried to take out Gotham, right?
Bruce's dad gives him a whole speech on how they use their wealth. Bruce gets older and uses all that wealth to put on a costume and beat people up. He doesn't create foundations. He doesn't like.
he might have some foundation.
You know what a billionaire can do in a small city like Gotham over the course of decades if he really wanted to change the city?
Chris is like, nah, nothing.
Nothing.
He's doing exactly what he can be doing right now.
Gotham, like you have a billionaire who's a vigilante, who's a strategist for the Justice League, yet Gotham is still the worst city in America.
So if we combine our Batmans,
yours is still the worst.
If we combine our Batmans, we have a superpowered Batman who's poor and kills people, but he's got a black Robin.
And cocoa butter, baby.
It's
the only way to get that rubber suit on. Oh, man. Now, I want to say this for those watching, the 5 of you. What's really dope is that all these actually work for Batman, because Batman is the most flexible, pliable character, I think, in all of fiction. Different than Superman. Superman, he has to have his moral compass. He has to have certain powers set. He has to have a certain number of boxes checked for it to be Superman. Batman only needs a bat costume.
Yep.
And that's debatable.
And actually, that's it. Because we've seen Batman with no Robin. We've seen Batman with barely an Alfred. We've seen Batman with barely a Gordon. Sometimes he's campy. Sometimes it's gothic. Sometimes it's realistic. Sometimes it's moody. Sometimes he's older. Sometimes he's younger. Like, Batman's like Bond. There's only like a few little things that need to be there for us to accept him as a character. And we're cool with it.
Bond is even more rigid than Batman, actually. Bond has got to be a white British guy or don't touch him.
Yeah, or the idea.
And not even a white British guy. He has to be played by a white British guy. Don't let somebody else, except freaking Sean Connery, the first one.
Oh,
true.
Yeah. Not the first one.
Scottish, though. What about George Lazenby? Was George Lazenby British? He did one. He depicted Bond once.
George Lazenby.
And there was one that the original Casino Royale had like a one-off Bond guy too.
The original Casino Royale?
Yeah, it was a remake. Casino Royale was a remake. They did one that was almost like a joking. It was like almost like a spoof.
Oh, it was a spoof. No, George Lazenby is Australian.
There you go.
And he's the second actor to portray
prison.
And people hated him. And Sean Connery came back.
But Sean Connery's not even.
He's Scottish.
Yeah, he's Scottish. But people hated George Lazenby.
Well, I think Australia is still not part of.
No, it's still part of the Commonwealth. They still have the Union Jack on their flag.
Yeah.
The Queen is still on there.
So let me ask you guys a question. What do you think we'll get first, if at all? But if we were to get it, a black Bond or a black Batman?
Black Bond.
We already have a black Batman in the comics.
No, Bruce Wayne.
Oh, it'll never happen. Either of them.
What do you think? What do you think fandoms are more precious about?
Batman.
No, but the thing about Batman is fans are also more open to the idea of a multiverse. So you can have a black Bruce Wayne. It'd be okay.
No, in regular canon.
It'll never happen. Listen, people are so freaking obnoxious. It's just people are so freaking obnoxious. And the thing about canon is, eventually you kind of want to always go back to paying homage to the source material, and there should be new characters. Doesn't mean you have to necessarily change old characters. And my question would be, if you change, and you've said this a million times, you can't just make Bruce Wayne black.
Right.
If you make Bruce Wayne black, you fundamentally change everything about him. And you can't just make Clark Kent black. If you make Clark Kent black growing up in Kansas as a kid,
story. Oh, that'd be a better story.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be a better story, but it is a different story. The details are different, right?
Yeah, but his experience is different.
He was cornbread.
Rich, you know the world ain't ready for a black man flying around in the Cape. You know the world ain't ready for that.
Just make him black. Give him some cornbread, fried chicken. It'll be good.
Here we go again.
Now
Can
that's
you
just
imagine?
racist.
The world would lose their mind if a black man flew around with the power of a god.
Look how
But
we
look,
went crazy when we had a half black president.
They wouldn't be ready for it.
You know, if we're being honest, we've seen how the people who make the decisions are going to handle the content. We've seen a black female 007. So you can have a 007, but
not a
James
James
Bond
right?
is different.
But that's like Miles Morales, right? We have a black Spider-Man, but he is
Right.
not Peter Parker.
Peter Parker.
Which I'm cool with. Like, we don't need to erase what came, but some things, like we look at Metropolis, right? In 2023, it made sense that everything was depicted white in the 1930s.
Right.
But it doesn't make sense that the whole freaking floor of reporters are white in 2023. So if you make Perry White black, I'm cool with that, or Jimmy Olsen black, because I'm like, he probably would.
Right.
Yeah, one of them bound to be black.
Somebody's. I mean, today in a big city like that, yeah.
Right.
But Bruce Wayne still comes from old money. He comes from the first, like the founding families in Gotham. So there's a chance that Bruce Wayne should be white. That's part of his character.
Which isn't to say that he couldn't. It just changes the arc a little bit, you know?
Well, it kind of rewrites history.
Old money is still old money, man.
Old money is still old money. Yeah. Now, I don't know how Krypton works. Maybe Kal-El, like, I don't know.
A whole bunch of white people in Krypton.
I guess funny. So.
When I think about the Superman origin, I know he obviously starts in Krypton, but his story starts in Smallville.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, and so when you consider that's where the origin starts. I don't know. That's the part of the story that has to matter differently.
If Clark Kent was black in Smallville, depending on the time period you put it in, if you make him like 16 in Smallville in 2023, his experience would be very different than a white one, but he would still live his life like anybody else. It's the way the world would respond to a black god flying around.
Yeah.
And yeah. You know, or would they kind of do the Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson thing where they automatically kind of put that level of talent in a different box? I mean, Michael Jordan is black, but he's not like black.
You know, he's not like the other black.
You know, he's not like
he's not black. He's
Jack. They be doing
one of the good ones. He's one of the good ones.
Do that, like, you know, Will Smith's
one
black.
of the good ones. Yeah, you know, the other blacks, not the other.
You're not like the rest of them,
right? You're different.
Yes.
You're not Bokeem Woodbine. You're.
Yeah. These are all things we all had said to us.
So it's like but it'd be very different. You're right. But Superman and Lois, like Lois does not look like. I mean, My Adventures with Superman, Lois doesn't necessarily look white.
She's not. She's
Asian, right?
I don't know what she is. She's just not white.
Well, her dad is.
She's Asian. You talking about in that cartoon, the new cartoon?
Yeah.
Is she Asian?
She's Asian.
Yeah. But she looks mixed, though. I mean, her dad's not. Her dad's.
He's white.
Ethnically ambiguous. No, he's.
Oh, I ain't see him.
Is he?
You'll see him.
Kind of.
Find out who his dad is. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, he looks like he could. Anyway, it doesn't matter in 2023.
Right.
So I don't know.
Well, and there's always been a whole lot more. People are less precious with the auxiliary characters. I'm not saying Lois Lane is an auxiliary character. Lois Lane made her debut the same day Superman made his, right? June 11, 1938. She graced that same comic book, so she's as old as the rest of the story. But the way people regard these characters are just different.
Yeah, and for some reason, like Nick Fury got a pass, and maybe that's because around that time the internet isn't what it is now. There wasn't social media that.
You know what's interesting about Nick Fury is, and not to take away from Nick Fury, but he's not Superman, Batman. He in himself is almost an auxiliary character, you know.
But
and
even
so
that Nick Fury is ultimate Nick Fury. It's not even the same version of Nick Fury.
They still didn't get rid of the white Nick Fury.
Right.
Still, yeah. Or you make Miles Morales Thor.
Oh boy. They made Miles Morales
Asgard was the
every
hood
character.
after that. All right. The
Oh,
neighborhood
man.
changed.
Well, Chris, you're up. You got some recommendations?
Recommend Chris.
I want to do this a little bit different. I want you guys to recommend, each of us recommend one Batman movie, be animated or wide release.
Batman and the sticky tack guy to help Lawrence back there. What is going on, bro?
Is someone else called?
No, that was the Batman.
Oh, that was Chris? Okay.
Yeah. And one terrible, three things. One fantastic Batman movie everyone should watch. One movie, you should never ever watch, and one guilty pleasure movie that's like terrible, but you can still kind of enjoy.
That's a lot to think
I have
about
mine.
right
I'll give mine.
Only movies or any like
No.
Batman content?
You can give me Batman content. I'm gonna give you three. I'll give you my three things. Look, one of my favorite Batman on-screen depictions, it's animated, is The Dark Knight Returns, Part 1 and Part 2. I say it all the time. I love it. Fantastic.
Okay.
Guilty pleasure watch, the Soul of the Dragon. It's terrible, but it's worth a watch. It's bad,
it's not worth it. No, it's not worth a watch.
Yes, it's a guilty pleasure watch. Yes, and terrible that no one should ever watch.
Blaxploitation, Black Batman.
Yes.
Blaxploitation Batman.
Yes, and the one that you should never watch is Batman Ninja. That thing was such a piece of garbage. It was such a piece of garbage.
It was really bad.
Yeah, I will say that's one you should never watch. The one, what was the first one again? The one you should watch?
One you should watch. One that kind of a guilty pleasure watch, and then one that
The Dark Knight. Right? Is Dark Knight?
The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
That's
You
the one.
love
That's
The
the one.
Dark Knight.
That's the one. With Heath Ledger, right? Correct.
Yes, sir.
I don't really have a guilty pleasure because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't turn on Batman just to watch it. Like,
what are you turning on to do with it?
I mean, I feel like no, it's like something. If I'm going to watch it, like it's because I'm going to pay attention to it. Like, yeah, I'm going to pick a Batman that I want to watch, which will be The Dark Knight all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like a guilty pleasure is something that's not that good, but you just watch it, right, Chris?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. The blaxploitation.
If you ain't got one, you ain't got one.
Yeah, I don't have one. I wouldn't put on no Batman content. Like, if I don't like it, I don't like it. It ain't gonna be watched. I have other things that are guilty pleasures that are not that great.
I know. You made me watch it in my early 20s.
Let me tell you,
horror films.
I've been going to sleep to 13 Ghosts the past couple
still,
of weeks.
Are you still watching that mess?
Yeah.
So that's a juggernaut.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And what about Don't Watch?
Yeah, terrible.
No, Don't Watch would be the Ninja Batman, whatever that was called. That
was
mess.
terrible.
Bad.
Terrible.
It was terrible. I'll go next. Favorite watch is the Batman. The Batman does it for me. Pattinson Batman tone.
Yeah.
I love the whole feel of that movie. Guilty pleasure. Real talk. Erase Tim Burton. Erase Michael Keaton from your mind. If you just watch George Clooney's Batman and Robin as an updated 1966 Adam West movie,
pleasure.
that joint is dope. Watch it
That's
as a campy comedy of Batman. You're gonna be like, this is freaking fun to watch. And worst, Batman's not even in it, so this might not count. But that CW show, Gotham Knights, where they start the show killing off Batman and have a bunch of stupid teenagers take his place, that show is terrible. Sorry for everyone involved. It got canceled. Yeah, it's just no. That one.
Well, Connie from Alaska says 13 Ghost was a fun watch.
It's a fun watch.
Thank you, Connie.
Were you inebriated, Connie, watching it?
No, she was dead sober. Okay,
because you weren't when we watched it. When I was
I'm watching it now sober. Shut up. I'm watching it now sober. Okay, guy.
Oh, Connie, yes, I think we do need to have a Batman marathon after this. I would love it.
Actually, I might. All right, okay. What do I think the best is? The animated series. Batman the animated series.
Of course.
Yeah.
It just ticks every box. Maybe a larger commitment because it's a series.
It's just
I gotta agree. The Ninja Batman is probably some of the worst Batman content that I've consumed.
Yeah.
And guilty pleasure? That's a tough one because I'm kind of like Rich. I'm either going to watch it or I'm not going to watch it. But I guess my brain goes to the anime Batman. The Batman anime one.
Batman! It had like the 3 stories in it. It was that movie. What was it called?
It was
the one that's supposed to be in between Batman Begins and the Dark Knight. That had like a collection of short stories.
It was like good, but not that good. But
that was the
one
where he tried the robotics and he realized it was too strong in the beginning. In one of the storylines.
Oh, I remember the Deadshot one.
Right. But maybe that doesn't fit because like a guilty pleasure to me is something like Big Trouble in Little China. I know it's not.
That's not a guilty pleasure. That joint is fun.
It's like one of my all-time favorite movies, and I know it's not that great a movie, but I'll still watch it.
I'll tell you, a guilty pleasure of mine.
Man, I feel guilty about it, but it tastes good.
A guilty pleasure of mine that turned into one is Batman v Superman. Like I'll watch it and I'll watch it again, especially if I'm on a plane. But I'm watching it knowing that I'm going to grit my teeth through 50% of this. Right. But there's enough of it I like. But the more I watch it, the more I see stuff I don't like. Like the first watch, I was cool. Jack, we was arguing like about how you hated it. I was like, it's great. But the more I watch it, I probably watched it like 10 times. Like every airplane ride I take, I throw it on.
See, but I almost feel that way about the Snyder Superman films. It's like,
do you now?
We know.
Do you,
well,
Jack?
I like seeing Superman. I like seeing Superman in action, but watching him let his father die, like there's no way to make that moment ever make sense. It just don't make sense. You totally don't understand the character if that's the way you depict them. You just don't get it. It don't make sense. But I like seeing Superman fly.
So that'd be a guilty pleasure. Okay. It's like something that you would tell someone probably not to watch, or you would tell them all the reasons why it doesn't work, but you still might throw it on every now and then.
You know what I watched when I got a whole extra like 24 hours to watch content?
What was that?
What?
Snyder's version of the Justice League.
My God.
Man, you need some time to watch it. It's long, but it's a guilty pleasure.
I hate her. Chris, I feel like Sebastian has gear. And he wants to show us.
Yeah, it's the same gear that we've been looking at. For the past
let's see it, man. Let's see it. Right, so we end every show with
Connie. Tell the truth, Connie. You watch 13 Go Sober? Don't lie. Do not lie, Connie.
Okay, we got a belt.
You don't have to answer that, Connie. Okay, what's going on with your gun?
So he has. Did we show the belt already?
Yes.
Yeah, we saw the belt.
I watched it last week. Your belt is very impressive. And that's a real tactical belt, which is dope.
Yes.
It is a real tactical belt. I tried to tell him to put a Batman stuff, but he was already sweating because he's been armored up.
Well, Chris, your version of Batman probably would dress like this. So.
You would walk out the house to fight Bane just like that.
This is Robin with Nerf guns.
Sweating with all
Nerf guns. Let's make this quick. I got heat stroke.
What is that? That's another.
He got a bandolier. He got a bandolier for his gun. So we added the bandolier to the gun.
Okay. All right. What else you got?
Blowing my
every week
mind.
there's something different.
Wait, where's your helmet? Don't you got some headgear?
You got more gear?
Lawrence. It's getting to be so much that now I don't.
Now you're holding all of it. Yeah.
Hey, he's your son, Chris.
He is.
Come on. He's your son. Everything you're holding, you have the real version somewhere in your home.
Yeah.
I did find my helmet, but you know what else is cool? Cooler than my helmet?
What?
Hey, all right.
Now
we talking.
Now we're cooking with grease.
The OLED Nintendo Switch.
Man.
Sebastian.
Nice.
Yes.
When are you and your dad gonna do another Toy Hunters of Walmart video?
Right, we're waiting for y'all to do some
people.
Can you talk to him about that?
A crazy Nerf gun?
We'll do something cool soon. Tell them soon. It's coming.
Soon it's coming.
Okay.
It has to be about Nerf guns.
It's all about Nerf guns.
It's all about Nerf guns. All right.
Yeah.
Well, get murdered.
Bashy.
Oh, there we go.
Oh wow.
Demonetization.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Man. Well, that's our show. Thank y'all so much for watching this live. Connie, Brent, we see you. Jeffrey, and some other nameless people.
And
Thank
all
you
you
so
tens
much.
of silent watchers.
All you tens of thousands of silent watchers. Thank the 1966 Batman costume channel and more. Happy freaking Batman Day to you. I love your content. Check him out. And yo, we love doing this. We love talking stuff. And I think next week, is the boys out? Do we got that Gen Gen V? Is that next week or is that the week after next? That might be the week after next.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We'll figure out what we're talking about. But yo, this is what we love to do. Check us out. Hit the links in the description below. It'll take you to more of our stuff, and we'll be back. Same bat time.
Same bat channel.
Ah!